Hi, and welcome to this episode of Youth Zone. As a young person trying to grow, you should be able to learn from your predecessors, the people that have done the exact same things you are trying to do now, but they did it in the past. The people that you are looking up to, your parents, your uncles, your aunties, people that surround you, should be able to look at them and learn. Now, many of these people, our parents, our uncles, we realize that with the works they do, with their career, with their endeavors, sometimes they seem frustrated at it. They get a lot of pressures, they get a lot of challenges coming from their work, and this pushes them to a point of frustration sometimes, not in all cases, but in most cases that I have seen, experienced, interacted with. People go through a lot of pressures at work, and it is difficult to have a work-life balance. Now, why do this really happen a lot of times? One of the reasons is because we set the target for ourselves, and after we meet the target, there is nothing else to look forward to. Back in the days, unlike now that education is almost for everybody can access education. Some people would have the ambition to be the first graduate in their family or even in their community. And that is their driving force. That is what propels them. That is what motivates them. That is what gives them that endogenous motivation that pushes them to want to achieve success by all means. They want to be the first graduate in their family or in their community. Some young people, they see in Nigeria, they see corps members, people serving under the National Youth Service Scheme, and they say, I want to wear this uniform one day. So they put in every effort, every energy, every effort, everything they can pull together in order to achieve this feat. And you see them doing so well in their primary, secondary, tertiary institutions up until the time they achieve that goal. Now, when you have such vision and you set such goals for yourself, what happens after you achieve it? That is the point when you start realizing that your energy is depleting. The motivation you have is no longer as much as it used to be, because the only thing that has been pushing you and propelling you, you have gotten to that milestone and you don't know what to look forward to anymore. So you begin to feel the pressure. It's not like the pressure has never been there. It has always been there, but you had something you had your focus on all the while, which was not making you focus on the challenges. Rather, you were getting strength. You were pulling strength from those challenges to be able to achieve that goal. Now there is nothing to look forward to. And that is why many of our parents, our uncles, our aunties, they come back really frustrated from work. They just don't have any other alternative. Otherwise, they will stop doing that work. They will change that career if they could. They will do a lot of things differently. I'll give a quick example. There was this man who was in the financial sector and he was really doing good. He was a high flyer. He was achieving so much. And he was really rising amongst his ranks. He was doing so good. So much so that he was being promoted. He was getting rapid promotion. Then it happened that he lost his dad. And a couple of months running into years after he lost his dad, his performance at work started declining. So when he went into retrospect to review himself with a counselor why he was not performing the way he used to, he realized that all his effort, all his thirst for success has been due to him wanting to prove his father wrong, because his father told him he was not going to amount to much, he was not going to achieve much. So all he wanted to do was just to prove his father wrong and make sure that he was successful. And that was his motivating factor. Now that his father was no longer in the picture, he was no longer performing as he used to. That thirst for excellence was no longer there. He had to rediscover himself to chart a new course for his career so that he could continue to perform well. Now, how do we solve this kind of problem? Because once you set a yardstick for yourself and you get to that milestone, how do you move on from there so that you don't end up being frustrated or fall into the league of those that will get tired of what they are doing because they have lost all forms of motivation towards what they are doing? The best thing is to aspire to be the best at what you do. Whatever field you find yourself in, whatever career you're doing, whatever subject it is, whatever thing you're trying to achieve, aspire to be the best at it at all times. So let's take law, for example. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a barrister, you want to be a judge. Aspire to be the best that has ever lived or has ever walked the face of earth. As such, there is not going to be an end to your quest for excellence. You keep trying to achieve more, you keep trying to achieve greater height. You need to keep conquering new quests at all times. You will never get tired of doing what you are doing because there is no end to it. That is the thing that can keep refueling your energy, keep refueling your motivation, keep pushing you to want to achieve a whole lot more. If it is defined at a certain level that you can easily attain, then once attained, you no longer have things that is pushing and propelling and motivating you. So the purpose of this is to let you know that in order to continue to be motivated, you need to set within yourself, you need to set that target, that motive to be the best at what you do. Remember, the only competition you have in life is against yourself. You are not competing with your colleagues, you are not competing with any other person, but the person that you were yesterday, the person you used to be. That is your greatest competition. So aspire to be the best in your field, aspire to be the best in your chosen field of career, in your profession, in whatever you do. And that way you will not fall into that category of people that will become frustrated, ill motivated, not achieving as much as they want to, and giving up by the way. I hope this resonates with you and you are able to grasp the idea behind this and you are able to utilize it. Redefine your goals, your target, your ambition, your vision. I'll see you the next time.